Welcome Monroe County into our Paul Gray Media Day. Let's start things off, Coach. Go ahead and introduce yourself and the players that you brought.
Yeah, well, I'm Clifton Hamilton, head coach of the Lady Falcons from Monroe County. I have with me today Malila Myatt. She's our only senior for this year. She's been a starter for the last few years, so we're looking forward to this season and getting started.
Just talk about a little bit of how the preseason has gone, the workouts, and just early thoughts on the team.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have an experienced team for the most part this season returning. The girls have been in the gym, they've been working hard, been getting up a lot of shots, running through plays and just kind of getting back into the groove of everything. Coming off the COVID year, we're hoping things are as back close to normal as possible. These girls have put in a lot of hard work so far and they continue to work hard. Right now we're dealing with some sickness amongst the team, also with some injuries, so we're trying to get healthy at the same time we're trying to get better each day. So far so good.
Coach, you mentioned at the end of last season, after the district tournament, the combination of the things you just mentioned, injuries and illness, you felt like derailed your season to some degree. What have you done, or what can you do to try to overcome that in terms of getting more depth and that kind of thing?
Yeah, well, it's a combination of a couple things, and we did have some misfortunate injuries last year and some sickness that kind of derailed us in a way. So we need all the girls to be healthy. So it's a combination of them taking care of their bodies, being honest with the coaching staff about, the injuries that they have, and us trying to give them some time to rest and heal. And also it's about them challenging the younger girls to step up and to get better, every single facet of the game and to improve, so that whenever we do have those injuries or we do have some sickness or whatever the case may be, they're ready to step up and fill those shoes and be role players that we're going to need to be successful.
Question for you, Ms. Myatt, going off of what Coach Clifton talking about getting the younger players to step up, you being the lone senior on the team, what kind of leadership are you hoping that you can bring to some of the underclassmen on the team?
Well, I can tell you this, and then she can feed off of it. You won't find many players as hard-nosed as what Malila is, and you won't find many players that want to win as bad as she does. She's lived and breathed basketball since she was, young, and this is her year. And then we've had conversations about how, every other girl on the roster, they're coming back next year, Lord willing, and this is going to be it for her, and she's got to take control of that, and I'll let her elaborate a little bit on how practices have been and what she wants to see from the other girls and from herself.
I just try and push them as hard as I can, get them ready for it.
Are practices intense so far? They're just about 3 weeks out, or has Coach really got y'all going so far?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
I
Just a
think
little
it's
bit.
been more intense this year than it has in a long time.
And to kind of add to what she's saying, it's different whenever you have, for the most part, a younger team, and some of the mistakes that you see and some of the things that occur, you kind of contribute that to being young and immature, but we don't have that excuse. We can't fall back on that, and I've told the girls that excuse is out the window. It's about us getting better, taking it one game at a time and winning. I mean, they said that they want to have fun, and I was very straightforward with them on the first day of practice. You want to have fun, you win. No, there's no team that's ever played a sport that wins and is not having fun. So if you want to play, you want to have fun, we need to start winning. And to do that, they got to come together as a team, they got to work hard, and they got to get better every single day. We can't have any days off.
How do you think your district shapes up this year?
Well, we're in my opinion, the toughest district in the 4th region. Without a doubt, we've got Barron, we've got Glasgow, we've got Allen, all traditionally great basketball programs, boys and girls. And it's always a toss-up every single year. Barron has had the last few years, as being the dominant team in the 15th district. But Glasgow and Allen, they've been successful as well. Our program is traditionally strong. And so for me, it's about taking each game one at a time, not looking past any opponent, not looking to one as the dominant team, but trying to beat each one of them individually one game at a time. We're going to have a tough time. Other teams are going to have a tough time dealing with us if we work. The one thing I can say about the 15th district and I'm not including myself in this, but we have a lot of great coaches, a lot of great talent in that 15th district from all 4 schools. And I'm excited to see these girls compete against one another and grow. I mean, they have good relationships on the court and off the court, and I'm just looking to compete just like my girls are looking to compete. And we're looking to win.
Coach, you got South Warren coming up in the State Farm 4th Region Challenge right out the gate. You're also playing in the Rafferty's Devil Dogs Classic. What were you trying to accomplish whenever you're building a schedule this season?
I want it to be tough. We're already guaranteed 6 games that are gonna be with the top teams in the region, and that's just playing within the district. But I wanted to go outside of that. I wanted us to see as much competition as possible. I wanted us to see it early. I wanted us to see it in the middle of the season, and I wanted us to, to see it later in the season and be prepared for district. I want to win throughout the season, but every coach will tell you that it is best to be playing your better basketball later in the season. So come February, I want us to be prepared. So, in building the schedule, I want competitive teams. I want those games where we have to dig down deep, play, both ends of the floor, and try to, not only survive, but advance in those tournament games, so.
We have full capacity back at the games at the Monroe?
We're looking at full capacity, so, and I know our county, I will say this, tremendous support. They love our athletic program, they love our schools in general. And so we're excited, and we're gonna be pushing for us to have packed gyms, as many people as can get there, and be there and fill those seats as possible is what we want. Our students are gonna get in free, so we're hoping, our student section can kind of get better and grow, and we just want everyone to be excited about it. Last year proved to us that normal can be taken away at any moment, and it's proven to us that at any moment, something that we love, like a game of basketball, can be changed dramatically. So we're excited about having people there to come out and support us, and we look forward to that.
For your senior, what's it gonna be like to play in front of a full house now at Monroe County?
It's gonna be different. We wasn't the best, so not everybody come and saw us. So, but I think we're gonna be pretty decent this year. So I think it'll be a whole different ballgame.
You can ask everyone what their goals are gonna be, and everyone's gonna tell you the same thing: district championship, region championship, state championship. But more specifically for you, Myatt, what are some individual goals that you're trying to accomplish in your last season?
I just wanna grow together. We've been a team, but we ain't been the best team. But this year's been different. I think we're gonna be okay.
And I'll add to that, and I mentioned about it being her final year, and, I addressed the whole team, everybody's coming back, but if I was in her shoes, and this is what I told her in front of the whole team, I would push them to be the very best, because who wants to go out, any other way than it being the best year possible? And we've won some games in the past, first couple of years, we didn't win in the district. Last year we had some district wins, and so now we gotta take that next step. And I want nothing more for her and for the rest of the girls on the team than for this to be the best season we've had in a while.